Bright report variant, prolactin receptor and agalactia and hyperprolactinemia. Definition: prolactin, a pituitary hormone, plays diverse roles in vertebrates. Its known roles in humans are in processes of lactation and reproduction. A loss-of-function variant in the gene encoding the prolactin receptor has been reported in a probe with persistent postpartum galactorrhea and hyperprolactinemia. Application in nursing. Genomic DNA was extracted from peritoneal blood samples and the 11 exons of PRLR were amplified by means of a polymerase chain reaction, assay accurately sequenced by means of Sanger sequencing. We located the transferred prolactin receptor at the cellular level using anti-human PRLR antibody and a confocal fluorescence microscope.
Network Association's webinar program. The PNA is a nonprofit organization that relies on the support of our members and donors. We offer this webinar series to help educate patients, their families, and their healthcare providers. During the webinar, feel free to type in your questions at any time. Please note that all questions will be saved until the end of the webinar. We have allotted time to answer as many questions as possible. Any questions that are not answered will be reserved and answered by email.
Pros and cons. Biochemical data indicate that the variant negative effect of prolactin receptor signaling. By the way, although we report the results of a single patient who may have other genetic variants that affect lactation, or data are consistent with the notion what signal transcription of mean of the population receptor is essential for lactation in humans.
Prolactin is secreted by the anterior pituitary gland, with release being controlled by a wide variety of physiological factors. Dopamine acts as the primary prolactin-releasing inhibitory factor, and hence dopamine agonists such as prolactin may be used to control galactorrhea. Prolactin is the unique amongst the pituitary hormones in being continuously inhibited by the hypothalamus. It is important for development of the fetal lung, in addition to its well-known role in lactation and breast development during pregnancy. Features of excess prolactin: men, impotence, loss of libido, erectile dysfunction, galactorrhea; women, amenorrhea, galactorrhea, infertility.
Easy applied in Ecuador. Excessive production of prolactin impedes the secretion of gonadotropin and leads an anovulation, probably the suppressing kisspeptin released from the kisspeptin-1 neurons that express the prolactin receptor in the hypothalamus of mice and humans. The proband have loss of signaling by the prolactin receptor and yet had normal gonadotropin secretion, a finding consistent with the previous observation that a deficit of prolactin seems to have no effects of gonadotropin secretion.
Well, we'd best, I guess, now double back and get the prolactin story, which you're perfectly situated to take me. Was set. We had in retrospect, it wasn't planned this way, but there was a growing recognition in my interest on placental lactin, which had both growth hormone and prolactin-like effects. The clinical awareness, the ability to measure growth hormone in blood for the first time, gave one pause.
Conclusion. We found that the three variant receptors were almost similar in terms of residual signal transduction function and the absence of the robust dominant negative effect. Perhaps other factors that modulate prolactin receptor signaling explain the difference in phenotype between the two families. Relevant to this hypothesis is a high level of variation in the relationship between serum prolactin levels and galactorrhea among women. The result of a study involving a woman who has a compound heterozygote for loss of function mutation of PLLR and have agalactia association with hyperprolactinemia would suggest that only lactation is dependent of prolactin PLLR signaling.
प्रोलैक्टिनोमा जो कि ट्यूमर है पिट्यूटरी का, और हाइपरप्रोलैक्टिनेमिया और नॉर्मल प्रोलैक्टिन वैल्यूज, उनका साइन सिम्टम्स, ट्रीटमेंट और डायग्नोसिस कैसे करते हैं ये बताने जा रहा हूँ।